Her Majesty the Queen of England and various denominations announces. Her Majesty the Queen. To the citizens of the United States of America from Her Sovereign Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. In the light of your failure in recent years to nominate competent candidates for President of the USA and thus to govern yourselves, we hereby give notice of the revelation of your independence, effective immediately. Her Sovereign Majesty II will resume monarchical duties over all states, commonwealths, territories, except Kansas, which she does not fancy. Your new Prime Minister, David Cameron, will appoint a government of America without the need for elections. Congress and the Senate will be disbanded. A questionnaire circulated next year to determine whether or not any of you noticed to aid in the transition to a British Crown dependency. The following rules are introduced with immediate effect. You should look upon revocation in the Oxford English Dictionary. 1. When to look up aluminium and check the pronunciation guide, you will be amazed at how wrongly you have been pronouncing it. 2. The letter U will be reinstated in words such as colour, flavour, labour and neighbour. Likewise, you will learn to spell donut without skipping half the letters, and the suffix "ix" will be replaced by suffix "iese". Generally, you will be expected to raise your vocabulary to acceptable levels. Look up vocabulary. 3. Using the same 27 words interspersed with filler noises such as like, you know, is unacceptable and inefficient form of communications. There is no such thing as US English. We will let Msoft know on your behalf. The Msoft spell checker will be adjusted to take into account the reinstated letter U and the elimination of IZE. 4. 4th of July will no longer be celebrated as a holiday. 5. You will learn to resolve issues without using guns, lawyers or therapists. The fact that you need so many lawyers and therapists shows that you are not quite ready to be independent. Guns should only be used for shooting grouse. If you can't sort things out without suing someone or speaking to a therapist, then you're not quite ready to shoot grouse. 6. Therefore, you will no longer be able to own a gun or carry anything more dangerous than a vegetable peeler, although a permit will be required if you wish to carry a vegetable peeler in public. 7. All intersections will be replaced with roundabouts and you will start driving on the left side with immediate effect. At the same time, you will go metric with immediate effect. And both roundabout extends humour. The former USA will adopt UK petrol prices in petrol, which you have been calling gasoline, or roughly $13 US dollars a gallon. Get used to it. 9. You will learn to make real chips. Those things you call French fries are not real chips. Those things you insist on calling potato chips are properly called crisps. Real chips are thick, cut thick in animal fat and dressed in not with catnuts but with vinegar. 10. The tasteless cold stuff you insist on calling beer is not actually beer at all. Henceforth, only proper English bitter will be preferred as beer, and European brews of known provenance will be referred to as lager. South African beer, also acceptable, as our pound for pound the greatest sporting nation on earth, can only be due to the beer. They are also part of the British Commonwealth. See what it did for them. American brands will be referred to as near frozen gnat's urine, so that all can be sold without risks of further confusion. 11. Hollywood will be required occasionally to cast English actors as good actors. Hollywood will also require to cast English actors to play English characters. Watching Andie MacDowell attempt English dialogue in 4 Weddings and a Funeral was an experience akin to having one's ears removed with a cheese grater. You will also cease playing 12. You will also cease playing American football. There is only one proper kind of football. Pause. Resume. You call it soccer. Those of you brave enough will in time be allowed to play rugby, which are some similarities to American football, but does not involve stopping for a rest every 20 seconds or wearing full cadaver body armour like a bunch of Nancies. Don't try rugby. The South Africans and Kiwis will thrash you like they regularly thrash us. 13. Further, you will stop playing baseball. It is not reasonable to host an event called the World Series for a game which is not played outside of America. Since only 2.1% of you are aware that there is a world beyond your borders. Your error is understandable. You will learn cricket. We will let you face the world of South Africans. First, take the sting out of their deliveries. 14. You must tell us who killed JFK. It's been driving us mad. 15. An internal revenue agent, i.e. tax collector from Her Majesty's government, will be with you shortly to ensure the acquisition of all monies backdated to 1776. 16. Daily tea time begins at 4 PM with proper cups, saucers and never mugs, with high quality biscuits, cookies, cakes, plus strawberries with cream. When in season. God save the Queen, may she live forever. God save England. Long live England and all that live in her. Hooray, hooray, hooray.